If you have not started making your print-on-demand St. Patrick's Day listings, this video is for you because you are going to want to start launching your designs today. We are posting this right at the end of January, and this is a perfect time to start gearing up for the next holiday. That is St. Patrick's Day. So this video, we're going to be revealing some of the top trends that you are going to want to capitalize on for 2026 St. Patrick's Day. So let's get into it. In this video, we're going to cover three things. And number one is how to spot not just holiday trends, but any trends before anyone else on the market so you can capitalize on them first. Then we're going to give you a prime example of how you can compete in 2026, followed by giving you 10 top trending designs that you can go and iterate on today. So if you want an unfair advantage this year for St. Patrick's Day, you're going to want to stick around and stay until the end. So let's get into it. There's two ways that I am finding these top trending designs before the market actually even knows about them. So I'm using the ProfitTree spy tool here. So I went to the product finder and I typed in St. Patrick's Day sweater. And what I did here is I customized the columns. I took away all the views and the tags, the listing age and all that stuff. Because what we're looking for is we're looking for designs that are proven to sell based off of previous sales data. So it is only January 12th. So it's kind of hard to tell what the best selling designs are as of yet based off demand, since the demand on Etsy hasn't actually kicked in yet. However, what is proven is previous sales. So we can look at total revenue, the estimated total revenue, right? Right now, the monthly revenue is being estimated 0 because it's not the uptick for St. Patrick's Day probably really doesn't start until, February, like the start of February, right? When St. Patrick's Day is in March, right? So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for listings that have, St. Patrick's Day in the title that have a lot of reviews on it. So I sorted this column by the total reviews. So if it's my guess, this design was probably one of the top sellers last year based off of it having so many reviews compared to other listings that have other St. Patrick's Day listings with reviews. So I'm going to note this design when I'm making my designs and trying to focus on only winning design opportunities for my product. So let's see what other designs come up here. So another one that comes up here that had the top reviews is just says Irish in that collegiate font there. So this is one way to do it. Another way that I'm looking for designs is with the Etsy Radar. But before we do that, let's just note, so we have these two, and then this one also has 182 reviews. So 182 reviews, right? If about every one person, gives you a review for every 10 purchases, right? That's like over 1,000 sales, right? If you're basing the math off of that, right? So these are really simple designs that we can make now. I mean, this one I was already starting to get momentum. It has 11 in carts that we can already start making now. So this is a really good idea. And I'm going to make this one. But that is the first way I'm finding these product opportunities. Now, the second way is by using the Chrome extension, right? So if I go to Etsy and I just type in St. Patrick's Day, right? You can see the Chrome extension version here is going to have some similar data. But what I'm looking for is some of the ones, well, obviously the ones that are showing up first because Etsy's prioritizing for a reason, but also the ones that are getting the most views. Because if Etsy is already giving it more exposure now, right, that means that when it comes around, the algorithm likes that listing for a reason. So we're going to pay attention to those design opportunities as well, right? So far, the top viewed one is still up here, right? So these two designs, it's like a personal name here, right? And then this is pretty simple. It's just lucky, it has 60, 100, 80, right? So this is how I'm going to base my design choices off of real data that's telling me, hey, based off the previous years, this is what's proven to work. So now let's go and actually make a design. So I really like this one, right? Especially because it's already showing signs of momentum with the cart. Now remember, as you get closer to holidays in ProfitTree, right? These demand badges here are telling you how many carts it's sitting in, how many views it has. And if you search things like, I don't know, if you just search things that are, not so seasonal, right? There's a third badge there that is how many sold in the last 24 hours, right? And you can see this third badge here is how many times this product was purchased in the last 24 hours, right? And these are the best indicators of true demand when something is actually hot. So you're going to want to pay attention to these badges as it gets closer and closer and as you're launching more designs. Now, in order to compete, it's very important that you actually change things up, right? We don't want to just rip what the market has. We want to figure out how can we add more creative value in our listing compared to others. And this is probably the hardest skill to get, so you're gonna want to pay attention. So let's get into it. In order to compete, we don't want to just do the same exact thing as everyone else. So we want to try to heighten the value proposition. So we're actually going to do something different in this, and we're going to actually do this version, but in an embroidered version on Gelato. So Gelato has some of the most competitive pricing when it comes to embroidery. So I am in Gelato here, and from their product catalog, you can go into any clothing category here and you can see top selling embroidery, and we're going to go ahead and select their crew neck. So we are actually going to create a product with their Gildan crew neck, and they, like I said, have the most competitive pricing when it comes to embroidery. They are the cheapest that I have seen. They do have a one-time digitization fee, but that goes away after they print it one time. So we're going to go ahead and create a product here, and we are gonna, I already have the template already kind of set up here, so we can just go ahead back to our original template and edit it. So we'll just grab this one and edit it to the correct color. So let's just fix the green here on this crew neck. So we're gonna do this lighter green here since that's what's trending, right? And it's as simple as that. So I basically went into Canva. I found a picture of, if I go to elements, I just typed in 4-leaf clover, found a 4-leaf clover, I turned it white, and then I downloaded it with a transparent background and added the file into Gelato here, and I just placed it in the corner right at the top. Okay, so I'll actually just put that back so it matches perfectly. So we are going to save this as a template, and I'm actually going to even order these for you so you can see the finished product. Now, the key to this listing doing so well is this main image with its inverted appeal. So we are going to create the white version of this, so then we can take a product image that we know is going to work, which is this proven concept of showing the inversion with two sweaters in one main photo image. This is why this listing is already in 11 cards. It's because of this main image. So we're going to do that, but in the embroidered version. Okay. So I'm going to just edit this existing one here and turn this white. So instead of this dark green, which you could do dark green, we're going to just do white here. We're going to remove that. And remember, they have this guideline here of the colors that you can use. So the color we used was the Kelly Green 41894B. So if you come into Canva, you can see that we used that same color code in the actual color here. So we made sure that it actually matches perfectly, the 41894B. So now when we come back to our white crew neck, we're going to add the file that has that 4-leaf clover in that color like this. And we're going to just make it a little bit bigger so it matches the other one. Should just make sure. There we go. Perfect. So you can see here is the finished product that I actually made on Gelato, and the quality. This is perfect because, again, we're standing out with that embroidery effect. It brings different value to a space where people are just doing the regular prints. And the quality, I have to say, is really, really good. We know that this is proven and it gets good reviews because you can see other listings that are using the same print provider with embroidery that have positive reviews. Now, in order to compete with the main image of that proven listing, we are going to want to do some sort of a live shot with this as well. So I would take shots like this, or showing some side by side that it clearly shows the added value that it's embroidery and not just regular print, because that is the unique value proposition. Now let's talk about profit breakdowns. Let's talk numbers real quick. So I am on the Gelato Plus, so I get all of these discounts. So I highly recommend you check out Gelato Plus. So there is a digitization fee that's only one time. So I'm not going to include this in my standard profit numbers because it's only for the first order that you get. So the end cost of this hoodie actually comes out to $18.66, or this crew neck. And I would say you could probably sell this for, let's say, $27.99, right? So that's about a $9 profit. So $9 divided by $27.99 is about a 33% profit margin percentage. So that's a pretty good profit margin. And we are going to charge shipping to the customer so that we can show that cheaper price on the front end. So a 30% profit margin is really, really good for hoodies, especially for embroidery. All right, so the profit on this is good. 30% is even leaving room for ads. All right, and to finish off this video, we are going to go through 10 simple designs that you can make right now in your print-on-demand shop for St. Patrick's Day. So let's get into number one. So number one here is a really, really simple, lucky design on a crew neck sweater. This has over almost 300 reviews on the product, which is quite a lot for a print-on-demand sweater. So 300 reviews, that means this listings probably has sold probably close to 1,000 times. So really, really simple. There's a lot of ways that you could add value in this one. You could add personalization with a date, or you could put he's lucky or she's lucky or something like that to make it couples, but it's just very, very simple. And yeah, it's something that people are going to wear one time, but there's a lot of room to explore here on how to add simple value. Number two here is again, very, very simple, just Irish text. This one has 255 reviews on it. So it's simple, it's proven. Again, the main value that I could see here is, again, doing some sort of personalization request on it for the year that it is, or another idea could be doing like a partner situation where instead of like thing 1 and thing 2, it could be like Irish 1 and Irish 2 or something like that. But there's a lot of different ideas here that you could play off of this one with that collegiate text. Products is by using the Etsy Radar button here instead of just looking at the data. This actually sorts the page for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do that same thing and we're going to sort it by the top reviewed. So it's already sorted here and you can see the number 1 reviewed at St. Patrick's Day on the first page is this listing here if we click on it. And the reason that this is working is because it offers a value proposition that you can't do because of the print area, right? It has 2 four-leaf clovers here, but we can't actually print in those areas. So we can't even really compete with that one. So let's see what else we can get. If we come back here, you can see this retro shamrock one here. It's only been through 2 years and it has 184 reviews. So that's probably over 1,000 sales. So let's click on this one here and it's already sitting in 10 carts. So this is a really easy listing that we can create here also in Gelato. Has 100 views in the last 24 hours is this one. So we can go ahead and click on this guy and you can see it's actually sitting in 20 carts right now. So that's a really cool design. Also pretty simple. You can do in Canva. You can see that the reason that this is probably doing so well is because they have lost leader pricing. It's not actually $6. You can see when you click on sweatshirt, it jumps to $21 for this small, and this is not embroidery. So the price for this is even cheaper since embroidery is more expensive and they're charging for shipping. This one is just a really, really simple comfort colors, personalized name crew neck. You notice that a lot of these are crew necks for whatever reason. It's not hoodie. Crew neck is the product of choice. And this is super, super simple, nicely printed. You can see this one's estimated to already be sitting in 20 people's carts, which is really, really good, especially because it's still pretty early on before the holiday. And you can see this is only 1 year old, so it's probably only been through 1 season. And yeah, 81 reviews for the item. So 81 reviews, again, probably means about 300 purchases. So that's pretty good for only going through 1 year of St. Patrick's Day. This is another one that's getting a lot of momentum. It says Let's Day Drink. It's been through also only 1 year, an estimated of $7,000 in revenue, already starting to get some cards added as well. So there's a lot of things that you can explore with this. I would not just copy Let's Day Drink, right? I would try to come up with some other funny Irish saying. I'm sure there's a billion of Irish sayings that you could use, but overall, it's very much targeting the college kid that's going out on St. Patrick's Day, very specific customer avatar and proven to work. This is again, another super simple one, just lucky collegiate text with this kind of worn and torn attribute to it, something that you can do very easily in Canva. This one has already 1+ sold in the last 24 hours. And if you actually view the listing, 3 people have already bought this in the last 24 hours. So this is super simple and hot. And this is just the importance of getting your listing up early. It's only 1 year old. 42 reviews. So if you're the first to market, you get majority of the exposure if you have the right listing. Super simple mock-up, not doing anything crazy in terms of design. design. This one I thought was really, really cute. It's Lucky Charm, and you can see that they're already getting add to carts and a lot of views. So this one's saying over 20 views in the last 24 hours. You can validate the badge. It says over 20 views in the last 24 hours. So already getting a lot of momentum pretty early on. The only thing with this, I would check. I don't know if there's trademark issues with Lucky Charms, but they're not using the Lucky Charms logo per se. You know, these could just be regular graphics, but I would just check. Again, this is the importance of choosing products over keywords. This has no keywords in the main title at all, and it's getting a lot of exposure. Does that mean you shouldn't optimize your title? I would definitely optimize it, but it's just, yeah, it's all about your product selection. It's kind of crazy. They're all crew necks. Every single one of these has been a crew neck. So this one as well, here for the shenanigans, there's a bunch of different sayings that you could do, but the idea here is you're doing same color text and just two different fonts, one with a curvy font. And there is a lot of things that you could do here. Here for the Guinness, just here for the, I don't know, leprechauns, whatever it is. There's a lot you could do here. And this one's also gaining momentum pretty quick. And finally, number 10, I really, really like this one. Again, a crew neck. This one is sitting in already 20 plus carts. And you can see when you look up the listing, it has a 20 carts badge also actually on the listing. So this one is super simple. This is an embroidered one. So you could do this again with gelato. You could do a lot of cute things to add value to this. You could do like a curvy text here, you know, little sayings, dainty sayings underneath the clovers, something like this. But this is really, really cute. And the way that they staged it on this mock-up was actually golden, right? So if you have the opportunity to put it on a mock-up that is actually for that holiday, that is definitely going to help you stand out. Overall, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you end up getting a bestseller for your St. Patrick's Day listings. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.